Right, so this video is about basically me over 40. I know it doesn't look it, but yeah, I'm over 40. Um, Trying to pursue your art career. Now, I've been trying to pursue this art career for a long time, so it's been a long time coming. You know, I had a stable job, really. I was doing class two, I had my class two license, driving a 7.5 tonner. I could drive anywhere up to 18 ton, possibly even more, according to some of the legal stuff. But basically, I've finally done it. It got a bit too much where um, I was doing loads of hours and I didn't have any time left over to put into my art. And it always happened. But what have you come here to um, what have you come here to know? Basically, whether it's possible, right? And I want to know that too. I believe in my heart of hearts it is possible. Yes, you do have to have certain things in place. Yes, it makes sense to have like your finances in place so that you can do what I just did. I mean, I wouldn't advise doing what I just did. I was a bit, I wouldn't be, I would say I was a bit, yeah, for me, I was a bit, for those of you watching, you probably think I was a bit too rash, yeah, and to leave my job to pursue my art career. I've got a family to feed, to support, to house, and everything like that. I've got a wife and everything. And yes, it's scary. Yes, it's stressful. I got two spots that came up just in the middle of the night. I get when I get stressed, I get spots. But those came up just last night because obviously, I'm stressing and worrying about where am I gonna get the money from? How on earth is this going to be possible? I can tell you what I've been doing because I quit officially, a week and a half ago. I wasn't going to do this video. You know how it is, procrastinating. I was trying to find my stand, the camera stand with the selfie stick. It has a bit on there that makes it, the angle's better. But I was like, you know what? I've been doing that for years and years. There's always a reason why you can never just start now. There's always a reason. There's always some mountain that seems insurmountable that, I can't climb unless someone pushes it out of the way. There's always something, basically. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to just do it. You know what I mean? I couldn't find the tripod anyway. So about a week and a half ago, I left my job. I had enough, too many hours, and the pay wasn't bad. It was lower than what regular lorry drivers get, but it was a decent job. People were friendly and nice, so I could have stuck it out. But in my heart of hearts, I felt that to continue here would mean for me anyway, being over 40, I was looking at it as if I stay, I'm just going to stay. That's how I felt. If I stay anymore, if I stay a day longer, if I stay a week longer, especially it's not going the way I really wanted it to. It's not really adding to me financially the way I had hoped it would. So I wasn't benefiting even from that aspect. So I thought, you know what, rather than sticking this out, you need to do something about it. So I took the plunge and I said, thank you very much, but I'm not coming back. And I wouldn't advise you do that. Obviously, you should have certain things in place first before you make those kind of decisions, especially if you have a family. But for me, the stress was too much. It was getting all too much. So I just had to just quit it. And so here I am. I'll tell you what I've been doing so far. What I've been doing is obviously looking for work. But something where I could just do, 40 hours, minus all the breaks, probably like 37 and a half, a normal ranging job, right? Something normal. I've been looking for graphic work, illustrating work. I've been on Upwork. I've gone on YouTube to see who's saying what, where to go, how to freelance and stuff, because I've done some work freelancing before. and that was okay. You know, before the pandemic, it was pretty good. It was getting better and better as the weeks went on. It was getting better, better. I was getting more clients, getting more work, getting more experience. It was really good. But when the pandemic hit, everything went, as they say, to crap. So so I thought, you know what, let me just do what I can. So I'm sending out all these speculative emails to various different companies and agencies on doing graphic work, illustration work, stuff that I really enjoy doing. Um, hasn't been hasn't been particularly positive in that I didn't get the responses I would have liked to. I didn't get any work from it. So um, so now I'm thinking, well, what do I need? What can I do now? What can I do now? So I've just, as you see, I've still got my coat on. I've just come back from an agency to do a bit of driving work. Obviously it's going to be temporary, just to bring the money in. And there's an opportunity coming up. I could do where it's to do with like again another driving opportunity, basically on the more self-employed basis, and for that I'll be needing to save up for a little van. So I'll be my own boss, and then I could regulate my time a bit better. I'm also looking into, and this is all trying to do art as my career, because for a long time I've always wanted to be an artist. I've done a lot of work in the past, stuff that I haven't put up online. I've done lots of portrait work for people. I've done a lot of bits, and I've done even web designings, which is not even illustrative based, but just to bring the money in. And I looked recently on a old Facebook page that I thought closed down, but it's still up there. You can go and look at it. But anyway, the point was, I looked at this old page, and it was focused on a coloring book that I produced, and it was saying it was what 7-8 years ago, and I was like, whoa, that's another thing that made me want to really just take my life by the reins and just say, yo, you need to do something. It's been 8 years since you done that. And that was this coloring book, The Hero Squad, right, based upon my kids and my nephew and nieces. And as you can see, if you can see in there, I'll show you a picture I'm proud of. You see, so, and it's like a story as well, so it follows these kids on their voyage to save the world from these evil corporatists who want to put their who want to basically destroy the planet to mine gold and stuff like this, right? And so, and I produced this coloring book, and it was 8 years ago. And I just was, the other day I was talking to my daughter, and she was like, Daddy, why don't you just do another coloring book? You can sell it and make loads of money. You know how your kids really believe in you. So anyway, I thought I really need to get on this. I really need to do it now. So I will keep you updated as to how things are going. Like I said, I've applied to many different agencies. Ideally, I would like to have my van, because even if, let's say, I'm not even closing the door to going back to uni. 'Cause I've never been to uni before, but I'll gladly do like an animation course there. That'll be so exciting. Obviously, as a dad and that, I can't make decisions just for myself. That is, like if I didn't have a family, I wouldn't have signed up to none of these agencies. I just waited it out, for a proper position. But you got mouths to feed, so you have to do this. And just came back from these agencies today, signed up to a few of them, and he seems pretty promising. So I know I'm gonna have work. That's the thing. Like when I even left my job, I knew I was going to have work, because with a class 2 license, there's no way you're not going to, like, you're going to have work. I mean, before I had the license and I was just driving the van, I would sign up to an agency within a few short days I'd have work. So I knew I would be all right in that thing in that neck of the woods. I knew I'd be all right. But when it came down to, well, how am I going to do this thing? How am I going to do like art and stuff like this? So, boy, I don't know. So I'm on YouTube, obviously, looking at all the different artists on there. People like Roberto Blake. Shout out to Roberto Blake. Trying to listen to all of his advice and apply it, to my specific situation. And then I've got what was I write down there? Yeah. So, and in terms of strategy, I think the best thing to do if you're, someone who's trying to be doing art like myself, I think the best strategy is to get yourself online, because the most important thing I've realized is you need an audience, you need eyeballs, you need people to know you exist and to care about what you do. So that's what I'm going to be doing. My next thing is to get my website done so I can make available the stuff that I want to sell and share with the world. You know what I mean? So I just need to get that running. At the moment, it's under construction while I just tie it up a bit. So I'm gonna do that, get my website going. I don't know what my channel's gonna be about, but it's definitely gonna just be about me, my journey, and trying to be a full-time artist and see if it really, really works. And I just have to know. And anyway, life's about trying, right? It's about trying. So you can't not try and then think, oh well, it would have been good if I could be if I would have done that, if I'd have followed my dream and all this sort of stuff and la la la. But if you didn't try, what is it about? But if you tried and you go, well, I did try that, I did try this, at least life is more, exciting. Worried at times, but still exciting. So anyway, I hope that I hope it helps somebody. Basically, I think that's my main thing. More than anything, because obviously right now I'm not making no money for this, right? I'm not doing this for likes and dislikes or whatever. But I was just thinking there must be some people out there even younger than me, like in their 30s. I remember the stuff I used to think about in my 30s and why it was impossible to do what I was doing. And even when it came to doing this colouring book, you have no idea the mental stress. Well, some of you do, right? Some of you do who've been in that quandary with, well, how do I make money and how do I do art, and and you got so much responsibilities and it feels like you're being too selfish sometimes following your dream, but then at the same time you got a talent for it. Should you let the talent die? Then you're getting people saying, oh no, you're good, you should pursue it, and all these things. It just goes, it gets too much. So anyway, and at the time, it was my wife who suggested that I just do that, man, and she's always been encouraging. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that it will help somebody else out there as well to calm a bit down. Don't worry about anything else. You don't need to move fast. Yeah, you don't need to move slow. Move at your own pace. Yeah, because as long as you're moving forward, you're moving. Yeah, as long as you're taking one step forward every single day, it's one step closer to your goal. It's not a race. You're not racing and competing with other people you see. It don't matter about that. These are things I'm telling myself as well. So I'm hoping that it helps others out there to really pursue their goals in being a full-time artist. It could be anything as well. It could be something like, I don't know, you like skydiving, but you're stuck in an office thinking, how am I going to make that work? Well, the first thing you should do, which what I started to do was, well, let me go and Google other people who are doing it. And then I found some YouTube videos, yeah, and of the people doing what I want to do, and then seeing not everything they say applies, obviously, but there's certain things that they say does apply, and I was just thinking, maybe I can help somebody out. Who knows, right? So if that's you, right, and you want to know what happens and you want to support me along the way, then click the subscribe and the bell icon. I think, apparently you get videos if you press the bell. I don't know how this algorithm works, right? So maybe some young person could tell me. But anyway, yeah, have a good one. Yeah, and you lot stay blessed, yeah.